According to Bryan Adams in She's Only Happy When She's Dancing, nothing matters until Monday. Bryan, I agree with you. Monday matters right here on Gary's Stuff. Hi there, I'm Gary. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. Today is indeed Monday Matters. Now, I'll be having a look at the news and rumour from the model making world. I'll be having a look at what I've been up to on my bench, and of course, I'll be announcing this week's kit of the week. All these bits come as chapters. You can hop backwards and forwards as your heart desires. And of course, if you like what you see today, please remember Imperial thumbs up on the like button below. If you haven't done so yet, please do subscribe to the channel, hit that bell, and you'll be notified of all the future videos as they crop up. And if you want to do anything a bit more concrete to support the channel, you can do that through any of my online partners, through Super Thanks, or by becoming a channel member. Before we get to the news, there's a couple of things I really wanted to talk about first. One of them is the Model Officers Mess 6th Birthday Bash. It's a 48-hour group build, a 48 scale kit in 48 hours. People are taking part from all over the world. It starts at 7:30 p.m. local time to the builder on the 10th of March. So obviously the guys in Australia, New Zealand and so on will start first, and the guys in the USA, Canada will start last, but then of course they'll be finishing last as well, because everyone gets 48 hours to build a 1/48 scale kit. I'll be taking part as well with this, my F9F Panther from Revel. I've wanted to make this kit for a long time. There's going to be some top level modelers on there and me. There's going to be lots of banter, I am sure. You know what it's like whenever model makers get together. There's always a little bit of chat, always a little bit of good-hearted needle, but also a lot of good stuff going on. There are going to be some auctions, I think at least 3 proper big auctions going on, and I have to say that there's been some really, really amazing generosity from companies, from retailers, from distributors, from individuals. Loads of people have donated a lot of really cool stuff for auctions. I mean, proper big ticket pricey stuff as well. Loads of that going on. So do have a look at that. Do take part in that. If you're not up for auctions or anything like that, you just want to donate a little bit to them, there's a Just Giving page. Excuse me. Just trying to get rid of this COVID cough and it just will not go. There is a Just Giving page. Links to all of this stuff is in the information box below here. Do have a look at their Facebook page. Do have a look and see if you want to get involved, if you can get involved in any way at all. It's a great cause. All the proceeds for it, all the profits go to Models for Heroes. As I say, there's been some astounding generosity from a lot of companies in the model making world already. Probably more to come as well. Do check it out. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a laugh. And if you can, then do please consider making a donation to it as well. It goes to Models for Heroes, and you know, I've talked about them here before. You've seen about them on the internet as well. They are such a good bunch of people doing some brilliant work with members of the armed forces and members of first responders like fire, police, ambulance crews, coast guards, so on and so forth. People who have now mental health issues that arise from their service, and Models for Heroes just helps them so much. It's a brilliant cause. Please do, if you can, please do get behind it as much as you can, and it'll just be a laugh as well. So tune in just for the giggle, and you'll see some cool model making, and you'll see me doing something as well. So that's good. The other thing to mention is on the 22nd of February, which is Wednesday at 6 p.m. GMT, local time if you're in the UK, but GMT if you're elsewhere in the world. 6 p.m. till 7 p.m. there's an Airfix live sprue talk. There's going to be Dale Luckhurst, the head of brand. There's going to be Martin Ridge, who's the development manager. And there's going to be Matt Whiting, senior designer, the guy who did the Anson, good lad, among many other things, I should say. They're going to be there live hosting questions. I don't know the mechanism of it yet, but I know that they've got in touch with me and say, would you like 15 minutes to ask questions? Yeah, of course, I'll be doing some live stuff with them on Wednesday as well. If you've got any questions that you want me to ask Airfix, give me a shout, drop me a line, make a comment on YouTube here. I don't know that they're going to give you anything but a stock answer if you say, are you doing a Halifax next year? Are you doing a ferry battle next year? They're probably just going to say, wait till January and we'll let you know. But if there's anything that you think that they should maybe be looking at doing in general, if there's anything you think, well, why are you not? Are you not involved in that for some reason? One thing that has cropped up a lot recently is the issue of figures in kits. What's the policy on figures? I know with the 1/24 scale Spitfire, the policy was it would be way too expensive for us to put it in. But a 72nd kit like the Mosquito has got one crew member. There were only two crew members. Why not give us both crew? And if it's, well, we only do pilots, well, is that the same for the Phantom? Would you only put one person in a Phantom or a Buccaneer? Or would you just think, well, we can't afford to, we won't put any in? What's the logic behind it? I don't know. Maybe I'll ask some things like that. But if there's anything else that's bugging you or you think would be interesting, and of course interesting to other people as well, give me a shout and I will ask them what I can. Okay, that's it for the moment. Why don't we just catch up whilst my throat survives? Why don't we catch up with the news of the week? Punctuating a quiet week was the ICM announcement of some vehicles, including this new kit of the 1.5 tonne Ford Burma Jeep in 1/35th scale, the box art reveal of the new Kojak 2 armoured vehicle in 1/35th, and this handsome new tool of a Ford Model A in 1/24th scale. There are also some new figures, including this set of operators for the Ukrainian Shtugna P anti-tank missile. If this takes your fancy, you might also want to look at the CMK detail set for the missile and launcher as well. DBMK has released some 3D CAD renders of their upcoming 1/32nd scale Hawker Sea Fury. The detail looks amazing, and as this is a mixed media kit with cast metal, photo etch and 3D printed resin on top of the polystyrene, it should be an absolute classic. In the meantime, Alps Hobby has released a 1/48th scale kit of the Pilatus P2, a training aircraft from the 1940s, well known for its short takeoff and landing runs. Rocket specialist Space Cassini has some new launchers in their range of 1/144th scale rockets, including the Atlas 3A, the Ariane 1, the Antares and the Minotaur 1 and 4, all of which are primarily aimed at the satellite launch market. And finally, if you've a hankering for something very special, this Mercedes W196 in 1/8th scale from IXO might be right up your street. It features 451 parts, of which 114 are in metal, with the chassis and the body die cast. Now, I'm not sure about the functioning sound being included, but I am pretty sure this will burn a big hole in your pocket. On my bench this week, I have, well, obviously, if you follow the channel, if you subscribe and you get the notifications, you'll know that this week I published the build video of the FR9 Meteor, the club kit this year from Airfix. Not without its problems. That nose gear just is really something that just keeps bugging me. If they bring out another Meteor, which they will, I'm sure, next year, Mystic Mug has already told, I've been feeding Mystic Mug coffee, the new Airfix coffee, and she tells me there's going to be a new Meteor next year, and it's going to be a Korean War one with all the rockets, double stacked rockets. If there's another Meteor, I will build that one because I'm determined to find a simple way of doing the front end, the front nose gear. I think the way to do it is to build it, but without the nose gear, but only to put the front nose cone on quite gently, maybe just hold it in place of PVA. Do all your spraying, because this is an issue primarily with spraying. Do all your spraying, then take the nose cone off, assemble the nose gear, put the nose cone back on, and just tidy it up around the edge. I think that's the way to do it. This time I've tried putting the nose cone on, doing the spraying, but then trying to sort of feed the undercarriage components in like a game of Operation or something, which was quite a faff. It worked, but it was quite a faff. So anyway, have a look at that. It's a lovely kit, with the exception of the nose gear, which is really annoying. Yeah, happy with the result of that, happy with the build of that. I have been building the 1/48 scale Western Lynx as well. That's in paint at the moment, paint and decals today. And that, of course, means that there's going to be some production space available in my lovely production room. And that's going to be taken up by this week's kit of the week. And this week's kit of the week is going to be the FX Avro Lancaster Dam Buster version of the Avro Lancaster 1/72 scale. Now, why am I doing this now? Because FX are about to release the 80th anniversary of the Dams Raid, Dam Busters Lanc. It's identical to this apart from the markings. This one has got, Joe McCarthy's plane and Bob Barlow's plane. Bob Barlow sadly died on the raid. Joe McCarthy survived the attack of the Sorper Dam, I believe. AJT and AJE, these are. T for Tommy, E for Easy. FX are re-releasing it in the colours of Guy Gibson's plane, G. George. Other than that, they're identical. So, getting a build video up and ready for that. So people, if they buy the new kit, they'll see how to build the Lancaster. FX are instantly releasing that, if you don't know already, they are releasing the Dam Busters Lancaster with the new starter set of the F-35B Lightning, which of course 617 currently operate in 1/72. So they're going to be boxing a skill level 3 kit of a Lancaster with what I presume is a skill level 1 starter set of the F-35, which seems a bit strange, with paint and brushes and all that, which, whatever. Anyway, I'm sure it'll make a nice set. I'll be doing the F-35 when it's released as well, by the way. I've got one on order. So that's the kit of the week this week. As usual, there will be a box opening video which will have a history of the Dams Raid and a look at the kits of Dam Buster Lancasters you can get, as well as what you get inside the box. And then, of course, there'll be the build video after that. So next week, I'm building the Lancaster. What I will also be building in the background, as it were, because I'm not doing it as a timed thing that I have to do it by a certain date, which is what I normally do with my builds. You'll remember some time ago I did an interview with James Skiffins from Model Officers Mess, who runs the spruebox.co.uk online store. He has a thing called the Inspiration Box. I'm a member of that now. I'm a wing commander, according to James, which is nice. I've always wanted to be a wing commander. What ho, wing ho, as they used to say. Well, I think that's what they used to say to me. I'm fairly sure that's what it was saying. Anyway, my first Inspiration Box arrived the other day. I joined it relatively late in the cycle, so it came a little bit later. It's a Bansumer. Let's see if have I got it here? No, it's around somewhere. Yeah, one moment. So in the background, I'll be making this. I'll be making the diorama from the parts that have been supplied. It's a very the parts. I'll have a look at. I'll be doing a video about this in the week about what bits arrive. But you know, those are like bits of detail. But there's also like foam blocks and plastic sheet and stuff like this. So you can make up your own ideas, and then you can think about how am I going to texture this? How am I going to arrange that? How am I going to do this? There's all sorts of ideas you can just go through. I'm trying to, be creative. Whole point of the inspiration box is to give you something you probably wouldn't do normally, and give you some inspiration and get your brain working, and that's really cool. I love that idea. So do look out for the build video, the box opening video. The build will be going on in the background, so I will have a separate build video of this, but then I'll have another video separately of building and constructing and decorating the whole diorama. I'll be doing a similar thing later. I've got a Lafley truck, ICM Lafley truck, with a mini art diorama set. So again, that'd be another way of doing a diorama. I'll be doing another one of those in the background later on as well. So whilst I've got the planes going on, I'll also have other projects ticking away in the background. I just want to spend time on and take time to do stuff so I can get a good result to show you. That's the idea. So Lancaster this week, finishing the links this week. The Bantam, probably, I might be able to do that this week, maybe not, but certainly the box opening of James's inspiration box this week. Don't forget Airfix, Wednesday 6 p.m. Airfix Sprue Talk live. I'll be part of that. There'll be other YouTube creators will be part of it as well, and there'll be live questions from just everyday viewers as well. All of you wonderful people, if you've got anything you want me to ask, let me know. I'll see if I can ask about it. So, busy old week coming up. Oh, and a review of the tea and coffee from Airfix. So, lots coming on the channel. If you don't want to miss any of it, please do remember, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell, and you will be notified of every new video I produce as it is put up online. And as usual, anything you like, please do remember, imperial thumbs up on the like button below. Every like counts. It lets YouTube know that you like my stuff and they promote it more, so it gets more views and so on and so forth. So please do remember, it's really important. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the show, and I will see you very, very soon, I hope. Take very good care now. Goodbye.